After building up its presence in the US with its flagship Axon line, it's been a rocky road for Chinese manufacturer ZTE for the past year. However, the company is optimistic in bouncing back and having a relevant smartphone in contention once again. The ZTE Axon 10 Pro is the company's latest flagship, and it's something worth getting excited for. Above all, it's the price given to the phone that makes it so compelling. It's honestly astounding that ZTE is even bold enough to price the Axon 10 Pro at €600, which is about $670. That undercuts the majority of competition already, which is pretty unbelievable. Now, compared to the juggernauts in the space like the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus, the Huawei P30 Pro, the Google Pixel 3 XL, and the Apple iPhone XS Max, there's a significant disparity from their prices over the Axon 10 Pro. All of those phones easily come in at $1,000, so ZTE's aggressive price point does make an enticing thing to consider, more so when it matches them in the specs department. And we know that OnePlus is set to unveil its new flagship very soon, but ZTE's flagship already makes for a compelling alternative. Dual cameras are great, but if you really want to be a formidable player in the space, you're going to need to have at least a triple camera system. Well, the ZTE Axon 10 Pro comes with exactly that. Starting on the front, there's a 20 megapixel AI portrait selfie camera that's embedded within the teardrop notch. However, the more impressive one is found in the back with the phone's rear triple cameras. It breaks down to a main 48 megapixel camera with an f1.7 lens, and it's accompanied by an 8 megapixel telephoto lens which has a 3x optical zoom and a 20 megapixel 125 degree wide angle camera. Now, all this reminds us of the Huawei P30 Pro, and that's not a bad thing considering the excellent performance of that phone. I did manage to see a few samples, but I didn't get a chance to snap a few shots myself to really determine its performance. Still, this package offers plenty of versatility by covering the gamut. It's arguable that this is the best looking smartphone that ZTE has come up to date, even though it's not the most original design we've seen. The glass meets metal construction is no surprise, but we do appreciate how it also takes some cues from Samsung, like how the edges of the display are sloped a bit to give it more of a seamless appearance. And speaking of seamless, the teardrop notch isn't distracting by any means, especially when the phone features a pretty high screen-to-body ratio with its 6.47-inch Full HD Plus AMOLED display. Enhancing the beauty of the phone is its lightweight feel and sleek chassis, feeling easier to handle than the P30 Pro. Throw in a 4000 mAh battery into the mix, along with fast charging Qi wireless, and the ZTE Axon 10 Pro has all the trimmings of today's flagship. Over on the processing side, it's powered by the Snapdragon 855 chipset, coupled with 6GB of RAM and 128GB of internal storage. You could say that the ZTE Axon 10 Pro is a tease. That's because it's unknown at this moment whether or not it's coming to the US. In the slight possibility of that happening, it'll give OnePlus a good run for its money, even if the pricing remains unchanged from what it is right now at €600. Indeed, ZTE can remain a competitive challenge for OnePlus if the Axon 10 Pro's price doesn't change with the US release. But it'd be wise for ZTE to take everyone by surprise by potentially lowering the price of its flagship. OnePlus has always been aggressive with its pricing, but if ZTE follows the same approach, it may shake things up in the industry. And that is it for our quick hands-on look here with the ZTE Axon 10 Pro. If you guys want to learn more about it, you can check out our website, PhoneArena.com. This is John V, signing off.